Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Poke Driven with another Pokemon video. And in today's video, we're going over some very important stuff. The 5 absolute must-know tips for collecting Pokemon cards. Whether it be condition, grading, protecting yourself, protecting your assets, and staying organized. Whatever it is, if you are a noob, if you're a beginner, this is a very good informational video for you. But if you're advanced or you're a pro, head down to the timestamps. I'll leave all the 5 tips that you guys are interested in looking at down below so you guys can just click it and go straight to that tip. But let's get right into the video. Let's start talking about what we should do if we have like shadow lists, or if we have graded cards that we want to figure out what's going on, or if we have just raw cards here, okay? So let's talk about all this different stuff. Make sure you guys are protected, and let's get into the video. All right, guys. So we're going to talk about this Espeon card here, okay? So I bought this Espeon card online, and I thought it was in better condition. So sometimes you just got to kind of look over the card, and it really is a gamble depending on how a person, how they advertise it, how they market it. The pictures, sometimes they can cover up a little more than they want people to see. So on this Espeon card here, there is some damage. Well, not really damage. I wouldn't call it damage, but there is some whiting on the corner here. A lot of people don't call these damaged cards. Mostly damaging is creasing. So any kind of creasing or bends, or if the surface like has been taken off, if there was like some tape on it or something and somebody ripped it off, or 2 cards got stuck together, or they got stuck in a binder that's plastic, because sometimes that does happen. That's why penny sleeves are so important, and keeping cards in a dry, cool place. So, the thing with this is that this card is still in pretty good shape. This would probably grade about a 6 or a 7, I would say. Basically, this is really the only issue, is this corner right here on the back. Centering looks pretty good all the way around. But if we flip it over here, we do have some etching here, which is basically where the hollow comes through the card. So at some point, this got scraped on the corner here, as you can see. And now it made it etch. So basically this is hollow bleeding through the surface of the card. And as we go up here, we can see in a little bit of light, there is a little bit here as well, and then up here on this corner. But all in all, this card is still in very good shape. I would rate it about a 6.5 to 7, basically because they can't go under 3 unless the card has been damaged or bent or creased or whatever else they can come up with, So this card is still in really good standing, and a lot of my cards are above this. So I'm going to show you guys a card that is in pristine, that will most likely get a 10 if I were to grade it. So I'm going to show you guys this Blastoise right here, which is actually a promo card. This card is absolutely beautiful. This is from 1998, and these came with Game Boys when they purchased a Game Boy in Japan. So in 1998, they would give out these promo cards, and it is absolutely insane that people still have these in very good condition here. I'm not even taking this out. I will show you guys. I need to put those tabs on the top too. If you guys take your cards in and out a lot to show people, if you guys are selling cards and stuff like that, you need to put a little tab on the back of the penny sleeve so that you guys can easily just pull in and out the card, and that makes it so much better. You don't have to risk damaging or whiting the top of your cards here. So that is one thing that you want to do personally to keep your cards in the best possible condition that you can. So this card right here has beautiful centering, absolutely beautiful. No surface scratches on the front or back, 0 whiting, 0 hollow scratches, and the centering on the front is perfect as well. This card will easily go for a 9 or a 10 if graded. So those are things that you really want to look out for. And this is a great example of a card that will grade very high and will produce very good profit. So if this is something that you are interested in doing, is selling, flipping, or doing whatever you got to do, this is actually going to go in my personal collection. I'm not getting rid of this card. It's very hard to find these cards. The promo cards, like I said, that came with Game Boy games, very, very hard to find these in good condition. So if you guys find these, make sure you guys keep these. These are very, very, very good cards to have. All right, let's talk about graded cards. So these are BCCG right here, 10s or better. So that means that they could possibly have some sort of very minor imperfection. When you get a 10 back, that means that it might have just a very, very minor, minute flaw in the card somewhere. You don't really know where, but you can get a gold and a black label, and those mean that they are absolutely pristine cards, and they go for even more than a 10 or better, okay? So there is PSA, there is GMA, CGC, and BCCG. And they are all reputable, very good companies. CGC is actually on the rise though, because they are giving out way better looking cases than a lot of other companies, and they're taking a lot less time to get the cards back to people. So not necessarily saying that they give better grades or worse grades than other companies, but they are just getting a better name for themselves right now. I personally like to go with Beckett or PSA because I've known them for a very long time, and they are very reputable companies. So, and they do the best that they can to grade accurately. But all four of these cards actually have swirls on them. There's a swirl right there, a half swirl right there, and then a swirl right there. And guys, I'm giving one of these away to one of you guys. All you got to do is subscribe, like the channel, like this video, do what you got to do, all the good things that an awesome supporter does. And then head over to Instagram at PokeDriven and make sure you guys comment on the actual giveaway post. There's a giveaway post up right now, so make sure you guys go comment on that and do what you got to do over there as well. So hopefully you guys will win, and I can see you guys like maybe holding it in Instagram or something, being like, what's up? But yeah, guys, graded card system, very good thing to do if you guys have a really, really minty card. I wouldn't sell it. If you guys have a minty card right now, I would make sure that you guys send it in to PSA or one of the other companies, whatever you want to do. Pay the express, get it back quick, because if you don't pay the express, you're going to be waiting quite a while. But yeah, guys, that is touching on conditions of cards. Hopefully that helped you guys. Let's move on to the next thing. A lot of people gonna be hurt about this one. Are you listening? Are you listening? Okay, I hope you are, because I'm about to hurt a lot of feelings. There's a lot of people that are trying to get over on people right now on the internet because Pokemon cards have blown the hell up, right? They've blown up. So people are trying to get cards for as little as possible. So basically, what you need to do is stay protected and stay informed. Know the price of your cards, and don't go selling them for some ridiculously low price to somebody who's just going to flip it and make a fortune, okay? So here's what you need to know. There is eBay, there's Mercari, there's TCG Player, there's other websites out there. Average the last 5 sales. Go to the last 5 sales, see how much things sold for, see what your card's condition is though, because if your card's condition doesn't match what the card's condition was that sold, you're probably not going to get that much. So make sure that you guys go to step 1, check out your cards, and make sure that you guys have the same condition card as the ones that are selling currently. Because I've seen damaged Shining Charizards go for $200 because they're damaged instead of, $800 to $1,200 that are in mint condition. So make sure you guys know pricing. And if somebody's offering you way too much money, or they want to go through PayPal with friends and family, I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. Don't pay for something, friends and family. Make sure that you always pay goods and shipping, because you're protected as a buyer and you're also protected as a seller. Make sure that you guys are very careful who you sell to and who you guys buy from, because there are a lot of people out there that are trying to get over on a lot of people. Trust me. Trust me on that. Know your pricing. Let's move on to the next step. All right, guys, step number 3 is protecting your cards, and that runs with the PSA grading type stuff, because this card is protected forever now. This card will not get ruined, it will not get hurt, it will not get damaged, it will not have any kind of issues with it for the rest of its life, because it's in a nice, nifty plastic container, right? Hard plastic container. So what you need to do is take all of your valuable cards, stick them in a penny sleeve, and stick them into top loaders and keep these safe. Preferably what you need to do though is take tape and a piece of paper or whatever, cut like little strips of paper, tape them to the back of the penny sleeve. That way you guys have something sticking up out of the top loaders that you guys can just freely pull out, especially if you're selling cards or if you're grading cards. You have to do that if you're going to grade cards. Any card that you send in for grading has to have something attached to the penny sleeve so that they can pull it out freely and not damage your cards before they grade them. But like I said, guys, make sure that you guys protect. That's why these come in very, very nice hard cases, so that they're protected for the rest of their life. And never use ring binders ever. Never, ever, ever use ring binders, because they can permanently damage and crease your cards, make indentations and stuff like that. If you guys have to use ring binders, I guess, just use it on your bulk cards that you guys want to keep safe, and never use the front and the back pages of your ring binders, because they can create creases due to the weight. They can actually crease the side of your card with the binder, the metal binder rings. So don't do that. And also, if you guys live in hot areas, it can actually make cards stick to the plastic. And then when you pull the plastic away, trust me, I've had this happen before. When you pull the plastic away, it can actually pull the back of the card off, just straight off. it'll pull it right off. So make sure you guys are protected. Another thing is with protection from buyers and sellers, like I said in pricing, don't ever use anything other than goods and shipping. Make them pay for it, or you pay for it, whatever. And also watch out for scams, because there are a lot out there. So stay protected, guys. All right, guys, let's talk about number 4. Number 4 is going to be talking specifically about grading cards. Why should I grade a card? What's my benefit to grading cards, right? So I've been seeing a lot of people ask the question, should I get this card graded? Or do you think this card is worth grading? So forth and so forth, right? Well, the thing is that nobody really knows the answer to that question, because nobody knows the true intention behind your driving force of getting that card graded. So honestly, it's really up to you guys. If you guys feel like your card should be graded, whether you guys are trying to get the highest dollar amount that you guys can for it, or whether you're just trying to have something really cool in your collection, right? So if you guys are trying to get the best buck out of your cards, I would go with either Beckett or I would go with PSA. They are pretty close in value aspects of their grades, but I do think that PSA might fetch a little higher than Beckett and vice versa, depending on the collector. So it's really a toss-up. But if you guys are wanting something really cool to put on your shelf, you're not worried about selling it, you just want to make sure that it's an authentic card, because that's kind of what grading does, is it lets everybody know that your card is authentic, it's real, it's not fake, replicated, whatever. Go with CGC, because CGC is actually a really cool company that has really cool plastic holders. Theirs look really good. And it's just up to you, honestly. If you guys want to grade your cards, I'm all for it. Whether you guys want to pay the express and get it back within 2 weeks, or whether you guys just don't care, you want to sit on it, you want to send a bunch of cards in and pay the minimum to get your cards graded and wait like, I don't know, 4 to 6 months to get your cards back. That's really up to you guys. Honestly, if you guys want to grade your cards, do it. It's awesome. It's great. It's fun to get them back, and it's fun to have fun with grading, because once you see what your cards come back as, it's really cool to get a 10. So that's what I have to say about grading. If you guys are wanting to do it, I would say just go ahead and do it. Pay the amount, whether you guys want to do the express or whatever. It's worth getting express, especially if you have a high dollar card and you want it back fast, especially with today's market that might crash at any moment. If you guys are trying to get the highest value, you might want to do express and get that card sold. But if you guys don't care about the market, you guys don't care about what's going on right now or whether it's going to crash or not, get your cards graded and just send them in for, the cheapest amount. You'll get them back. It's just up to whenever they can get around to it, because they're flooded right now. All right, guys, the 5th and final step of things you should know when you're collecting Pokemon cards, the absolute musts, okay? You guys got to stay organized. Number 5 is organizational skills. Got to be, boom, got to be right on key. This is an example here. This is Champion's Path ETB here. We've got all the Pokemon cards right here. We've got the dividers in the center. We've got the trainer card divider. We've got energy card divider. And then we got the TCG online codes right there, along with the energy pack that comes in it, and then the card savers here. So yeah, very nice. I know where everything's at. I have more ETBs down there just like that. So I've got everything in line, everything organized. And then as you can see right here, those are stacked English cards in card savers. And then these are reverse holographics, these 2 stacks right here. And then I've got my Charizard promos right there. And I've got some other little stuff that I like to collect right there too. And then next to the English and stuff is all of my Japanese cards, and that's not even it. I've got these as well. So these are all my Japanese cards here, and I've got them all in line. Like I've got them all in order. Like I've got promo cards in the front, and then I've got my Team Rockets and Gym Heroes. Just everything's all in line, all nifty. I know where everything's at. I can just go straight to it, find it. So, I just know where everything's at. It's very organized. It's very nice and neat. If you keep something clean, you keep something organized, it just stays that way. So continue to keep up with it. The upkeep is very minimal when you guys are organized from the very beginning. So just make sure you're doing that from the very start, and you will thank yourself later, so that you don't have to go over everything and just be like, where's my stuff at? I don't know. But dude, it's easy. Once you keep it organized, it stays organized. So just keep doing that, and yeah, you'll thank yourself later. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the top 5 absolute must-know tips when you're collecting Pokemon cards, whether you're a noob, advanced, or pro. Hopefully this had a little bit of information for everybody out there, and somebody learned something from this video. If you did, please leave a big like on this video down below, and make sure that you guys comment with some suggestions for future videos or what you did learn from this video. And don't forget, guys, I am giving away a Neo 2 reverse holographic Charizard 10 from BCCG. Absolutely beautiful card. They all have swirls on them, and I'll let the person that's winning choose. If I have all 4 by then. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but when we hit 10,000 subscribers and followers, YouTube and Instagram, I'm going to be giving one of these away. And right now I actually have 4 Charizard promos from Champion's Path that I'm giving away once I hit 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 followers. So make sure you guys go check out the posts on Instagram at PokeDriven, and hopefully one of you guys will be the lucky winner and I can personally give it to you guys because I would love to do that. I got a really good deal on these, so I'm excited to give somebody something very special on the channel. The first real big giveaway over here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this stuff. If you guys did, do all the crazy stuff you got to do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.